holding for crowd assets. They are no specific people.
Mhm.
In the future, if you come across a whip, it is a person. For now, these whips are not people.
They're not real.
Are these new characters, or have you... Are these mall people redrawn?
We'll get there.
Also, who's this guy? He looks sleazy. I'm immediately intrigued.
Tori sees like 50 pounds of grease, and she's like, "Hello."
This looks like a rat man.
I could fry a burger on your face.
Who is this stinky bastard boy?
50 pounds of grease. Jesus Christ.
Our good fella here looks like he could be a relative of Henderson's.
I actually had to palette swap him because he looked like Henderson. Con is a huge shout out to Con. She's been helping me with coloring and things like that, and she colored him. And originally, I'm like, we're gonna have to change some things. That's Henderson.
It's like, oh shit, it is.
That's Richard motherfucking Henderson.
Trying to make a nervous man. Oops, we've made Henderson again.
Oops.
Oopsie.
It's his twin brother.
All right.
It's Mr. Hacker.
Henderman.
Enderman.
So, before we start seeing, I'll point out stuff for people who would have the information. Okay?
Mhm.
So, Isaac, that's Beth.
Which one? Oh, wait, let me zoom. There she is.
I'm back. Sorry that took so long.
Welcome back, Inka Binky.
She's got style.
And then, let's see, remembering who had who. Where's Tomo? Tomo? That's Emmy.
Okay.
It's an alternate universe where they look just slightly different.
Then, let's see here.
I love the little crowds filling in.
Ooh, good crowds.
This is a much more crowded crowd than we had.
Oh, no, I see Lucis swapping out the
whips for...
the work in progress with the
with smaller crowds.
little crowds of people.
It's an AU where the mall's doing okay.
Nah, man, everything's in economic downturn right now.
Uh,
Don't you remember the opener?
I mean, this is still like 40 people, which is not enough to keep up a mall, especially this is like the highest trafficist in time.
I can think wishfully.
This is about...
Oh hey, Bruce isn't here because he's blissfully in the maintenance office.
Yep.
Yep.
Wahoo!
Just working.
Safely.
Hun, your mall connection was Bruce, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then Bruce is in the maintenance. You don't know that. That's why it was a problem in the first place. So Am I missing anyone? Does anyone not have the Nope, everything's correct. All right. So then with that, we should be ready to start.
Oh.
Let me go ahead.
I can't get over that sleazy man. What's his story?
I go talk to him, Isaac.
I want to talk to him.
Sir, hello, sir.
I don't think
he
it's
sell-
Isaac.
What's he gonna sell me?
Yeah, I don't think at this point it's Isaac that wants to talk to him.
Can you put the little name tags on them?
I will put the name tags on the ones that you know.
Yeah.
Remember, we can't see the name tags unless you also give us control of the token.
No, you say show nameplate. It should show.
Nameplate.
No, nameplate's only for whoever has control of it.
Is it?
Let me check. Beth has a nameplate now. Can you see it?
Nope.
Okay. I will give.
Yeah, it's my little secret for
should be
keeping up with NPCs, but no one else
No, I
can
see
see
that.
it.
I see
I
that.
just gave.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then.
I didn't know where Beth was because I just came in, so I was just like, ooh.
I like how Hun's little bucket and wet floor sign are still here.
Yep. I didn't recognize them at my little drawings at first.
Are they your little drawings?
They are my little drawings.
Or were they recreated?
Are you sure?
alternate reality of your little drawings.
Oh, you're right.
Look
You know,
again.
Bree, I could have just given you GM permission in my campaign.
Nah.
We had a plan.
All right, who am I missing? There's someone else that needs a label. Or is there? No. No, we're good. We'll handle the rest as we get into it.
Okay.
We'll get into it.
Brucey, far away.
Bruce, within the maintenance chambers. Who was
Yes.
your mall connection again? Who did you pick?
Uh,
Oh, you picked
Logan.
DMV, Logan, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So then nothing to update here.
because he was one of the people I was sad you guys didn't get to meet when I ran
Mhm.
it. He's fun.
Cool guy.
All right. So let's get into it.
I do not have control over Bruce Bitaway.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think
I
I
will
have
drag
control
me
on-
on that I have
I
control
don't
over.
think any of us have control.
Oh, yeah,
I
do
dragged
not.
y'all on. You should be able to.
Huh,
I
weird.
do not.
I will simply have to be Beth.
All right. I will. No, put Beth back. You put Beth back. You guys will have to drag yourself on again for some odd reason. It's not.
It doesn't let you do it, we have to do it.
Apparently. Oh god, horrific. Oh, this one's bigger than the last one.
We're all a little bigger.
We're all tiny
That's
bit
okay.
bigger.
You deserve
You
it.
can't really tell with mine.
We're bigger
Uh,
than-
Which Peabody's the real one? Okay, cool.
Which
never
one's
know.
real?
All right. So, it's a Friday night. People have come to gather for a auction for an Oldsmobile. There's a raffle to help the mall, as it, like many of the other establishments in Hungry Hollow, is struggling during the economic crisis that is going on. It is currently 6:40 p.m., 1994. The auction starts at 7. We come into the crowd as we establish where each person is in this moment. Peabody, you had to pick something up, and so you came to the mall. You poked your head in to see what was going on with the raffle, and feigned disinterest and a little bit of curiosity while watching people mill about the crowd. Douglas is going around interviewing people, introducing himself. Hi, Douglas Gray with Spring Steel News. We're doing a story on the mall. Can I ask you a few questions? He's been socializing. He's bringing his interviews closer to the raffle area as the time ticks forward. Ren, you had to work today at the local Hot Topic. You're not here because you want to be, but because you have to be. Originally, you were upstairs fixing shelves and tidying up after a bunch of kids came through, but then your boss, Rachel, asks if you were going to be watching the raffle. You said maybe. Rachel then suggested that maybe you could go out in like 10 minutes or whatever, however long it's going to take, so you could maybe see if you could recommend people to come into the store after it's all done, you know, like bring in clientele. And so you did, and you left. And you walked out past the music store. When looking inside, you saw Isaac was in there, smoking. The store itself was smoky due to his cigarette, and he was leaned back in his chair playing his guitar. The two of you spoke. Ren, you asked if Isaac wanted to help you with something. Isaac, you looked up and pushed your glasses down like a cool son of a bitch. And you asked what he needed. Ren summarized his new task. And Isaac says the following. Oh, you're kidnapping people. Need help? The two of you then proceeded down into the main hall and the main mall. with Isaac preparing to put in 2 raffle tickets, but neither of them are for himself. And then we're going to actually gently zoom to a different location, one outside of this area, as people that almost all of you recognize as locals from your town, who all either work here or frequent the mall. And with that, I'll start labeling them properly. But in the meantime, Bruce, why don't you tell us what you were up to on this day? Because not everyone saw it last time.
Well, I think today he's fairly uninterested in the raffle. I think mostly because he has his little board on the wall with his to-do list of clear the lower storeroom, find the cause of all the mud, add screws to vent grills, and find the source of the smell. So I think he was trying to knock some stuff off that list. He cleared some stuff out of the storeroom. It's still a mess. He looked around for the source of the mud. He couldn't find it. He's gonna see if there's any out there afterwards. But I think for the moment he's because he isn't around or wasn't around last time when Isaac immediately ran to him. He's going off to probably we'll do the lower storeroom. We'll say he's moving off to do that lower storeroom. It's been a busy day at the mall, but because he's maintenance, it's mostly just, oh, our AC stopped working, or this broke. But nothing much happened today, so he's been chill, just doing his regular duties.
All right. And you proceed down to the lower storage to begin to go through there. In another time, another place, this would mean that when Hun comes by, you are... Or no, it's when Isaac comes by, you are not there. And so we slowly drift back outside as the hustle and bustle of the general crowd is heard amongst everyone's ears. Did I get everyone? I'm missing one. There you go. And... Mr. Neal. All right. So, everyone may begin to proceed as normal, but we're gonna specifically start as we sort of unpause time, if you will. Everything's going as it had. And everything has always been this way. We're all here for a raffle. Someone's trying to get the Oldsmobile. Someone's gonna go home with it. But there's one person who, as he stands there, taking in the scene, immediately knows something's not right. Peabody.
Hi.
The last thing you remember is escaping the mall after destroying an otherworldly portal and watching your slow-gained allies, perhaps friends, die in various horrific ways.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to describe your recent memories for us?
Oh, boy. How far back would you like me to go?
Let's go with the most recent. What's really just fresh in your mind right now, but you remember everything.
I think the clearest would probably be the terrible fungus clearing. when Kurt finally came out, and after everything had gone down, because in between the end of the fight and them returning to the mall is a fucking blur. Peabody had checked out. He was very, very much just not focusing on what was happening around him at that point. So the very clearest memory would be of yeah, that great fight and the deaths of those friends you mentioned.
So that's
that, and then just a
Mhm.
blur of indeterminate time of him moving somewhere else.
And that is what's fresh on your mind. As it's almost like you blink and you're back. And it's so disorienting because at the same time as you blink and you're back, that extreme pain in your chest, your ribs, and where you'd been stabbed, that sear, the only part of it you feel is what your mind is telling you is there. And with every minute, it fades. Because you're not hurt.
I think the instinct is to kind of actually take a half step back and like press his hand to his side, like, what the fuck? And when he realizes, oh, doing that doesn't hurt anymore, he just takes a very cautious, slow look around the rest of the mall. And it probably stops when he spots the back of these two guys' heads right there.
Mm-hmm.
And freezes for a second because that can't be right, can it? That doesn't seem... Wait a minute. Wait.
Hi, Douglas Gray with Springsteel News. Do you have a moment?
Hi. What is... Douglas, what is this for? Sorry.
Oh, it's no worries. We're doing a story on the mall, specifically the auction. He motions over to the car. So I'm just going around interviewing, seeing what brought everyone here, and what do you think your chances are getting the Oldsmobile?
Not very good.
Oh?
No, He kind of stops for a second, and he takes his glasses off, and he rubs at his face. And then kind of just looks up and holds his hand over his mouth for a second. And looks over at the car and just... I did not enter any raffle.
Oh, okay. Well, how about this? What brings you to the mall today?
It was to check off a couple of things on a to-do list.
Do you mind specifying which store you went to?
He kind of waves his hand in the direction behind himself to where, as far as he knows, the hardware store is, and just picking up a few tools.
He nods. A lot of work to be done in this town. I didn't quite catch your name.
Peabody.
Peabody.
Just Peabody's fine.
Okay. So, Peabody, you said you didn't enter into the auction. Why is that?
I don't need the car.
He gives a smile. And it's
yeah, driving it once was way more than enough.
It's a familiar smile, Peabody.
Oh no.
One that you were sure before was genuine. And now you're not so sure anymore. How you doing?
Not so hot right now, man. He's trying to figure out which experience he had was him fucking hallucinating or something. Because what the fuck is happening? He's trying to decide, was all that a lot of bullshit that I just thought up, or is this a lot of bullshit that I'm thinking up right now?
But then let's go ahead and do our first roll of the new loop.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Hey Peabody, would you like to make a control check?
Sure, buddy. That is a solid failure.
That
Kidding.
makes a lot of sense. All right. Let me go ahead and pop out my new toys.
New card deck.
New card deck.
Ooh.
Wow. Check it.
The logo. How nice.
I have no idea how to
Ooh.
deal, so this is going to be interesting.
Would you like me to draw one?
Yes.
If you click deal, that'll give you an option to pick which players you deal to. So you can just do all players if you want us all to get one. Which doesn't usually work because we usually have extra people.
If I deal, it also makes it so it doesn't show, right?
It never shows if you draw or deal.
Okay, perfect. All right. Then you get a nice little whisper card to do with as you please for fulfilling either in this scene or the next one, we'll say. And then feel free to factor in your failure into your next actions.
Excellent. Wonderful. Did Douglas continue with the interview at all, or he kind of just paused for a second after that answer of I don't need the car?
Given the failure on the control check, how visibly distressed is Peabody right now?
Tough to... Honestly, he's usually pretty in control of it, but because he has to maintain that cool when he is working. Given the circumstances that have just transpired, it is not fully up right now. He is kind of just nervously tapping one foot and looking around at the mall and not quite directly looking at Douglas. And he hasn't put his glasses back on yet. He's just kind of holding them and tapping his foot a little bit.
I'm sorry, was there somewhere you needed to be?
You know what? I think I need to go sit down. I think I'm getting a migraine.
Of course. Do you need assistance? Are you all right?
I'm good. Thank you.
He nods.
He's gonna step off to the side and walk back this way, a little ways away from the crowd.
Hi, Douglas Gray, Springsteel News. As Isaac,
Douglas
We
is so
talked
teeny.
at the stairs earlier.
he is so small because Isaac got big. Get small.
Big.
Growing bitches. Hun can stay large.
Hell yeah.
He's allowed. And as Douglas approaches Isaac, would you have taken in any of the conversation around you, or were you
I
focused
think
on what you were doing?
I recall Douglas had caught Isaac by the stairs before, so he's already talked to him.
Yes,
Because that was prior to him putting a bunch of money in for 2 people.
you're right.
I think that's how he learned about the car.
You're right.
But yeah, I feel like he's got a little bit of an ear for gossip, especially now with some of his new connections.
Mhm.
How much could he have overheard of that?
As Douglas interviews the person who's standing next to you, I think you would have been able to overhear it. It was near you. And Douglas is someone who speaks with a good diction, so it's easy to make out what he said. He's not exactly quiet.
So he knows Doc's a little nervous. I assume he recognizes Peabody because he was in.
Yep, you two know each other.
Yeah. And he'll kind of watch Peabody walk off. But I think he's gonna note that for a check on that later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably something Isaac hasn't clocked before.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, Doc's usually pretty calm. What was that?
that's the most flustered he's ever been. More flustered than when his whole deck got ripped up.
That's just fucking canon now.
When they stole his deck.
The
whole
shit
thing.
gives that stole my deck.
Those damn bog boys.
Jesus Christ.
I guess how
Next, they'll steal
how
his siding.
noticeably flustered is Peabody?
I don't think it shows physically as much. Like, he was tapping his foot and looking around, kind of really carefully. But it was more in the demeanor in his voice, I think, that you would have caught on.
Okay, yeah, I think Isaac will note to possibly check on him later, but it doesn't seem like an immediate situation. So just doctor's off. I'd refocus on the event
And
and maybe trying to sell t-shirts for Tomo.
with that, Hun, you come up to the event as well. You were mopping behind, and at a certain point, you and Isaac would have discussed hearing about the raffle. And everything continues as normal.
You mopping.
You're mopping away.
This is after. 'Cause one of the names was Hun's that you were putting in, or did Hun put his own name in earlier? 'Cause I know at one point I think he
Hun,
did.
you,
Or he was thinking about it.
Hun had said, I heard it was a raffle. He had come up behind Tomo and Isaac,
Okay.
and entered for the car himself.
And then he ended up.
Then
over
Isaac
here.
had asked if Ren wants a car. Ren says his dad would kill him if he got a car without him knowing. So Isaac bought the ticket.
Okay. So is this after that, and Hun walked back over here?
We could say that, or if you'd like to put yourself over there as time passed, that's fine as well. But you did, after speaking to them, you did return to that location.
So we're over here then. Now we're mopping, making a
All right.
nice squeaky little spot.
And the mic is tapped as Mr. Neal, with a bead of sweat, looks over the crowd. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the raffle tonight. It's been a... He checks his cards. Really good turnout.
This poor man.
And he seems to sort of hesitate. He licks his lips. We'll go ahead and get this going then. As it's coming up on 7. And he goes over and collects the box. And he doesn't throw up. And he doesn't collapse. And he puts his hand into the box and shuffles, and on the microphone as it kind of does a reverb that is unpleasant to everyone's ears. And it's uncomfortably quiet for far too long. And you hear the ruffle of the paper from his hands making it into the mic. He pulls out a ticket. The new proud owner of the Oldsmobile he seems to pause for effect, but it doesn't really come as effect as much as he just doesn't know what to do in this situation. Is Norman Humphrey. There's claps and the sounds of some people kind of aww. So Norman, if you can come up here, and he holds up some keys. Otherwise, we'll have them set to the address provided. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. Please feel free to peruse the stores while you're here. There's so much this place has to offer. And we'll see you tomorrow and for hopefully many years to come. Thank you.
I didn't want to directly interrupt, but when he says peruse the stores, Isaac yells, "Hot topic!"
I feel like if Isaac does it, Tomo's gonna do it, but just a little quieter.
Hot topic.
Like a little echo.
It barely gets caught on the mic. So it's just like really hot topic.
He like paused slightly, I'm sure, like while delivering the
Like,
speech.
looked over at us.
He almost like goes to wipe his face, but then he's holding the note card and almost uses that as a napkin and stops and just nods, puts the microphone back, and makes his steady, uncomfortable exit.
Can't find the stairs down a couple times.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of goes the wrong way. He speaks for Griffith for a moment, nods, and then goes over, and he seems to be talking to Billy. So, what would everyone like to do?
Have we ever heard of a Norman?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys know Norman. He owns the dairy farm. Lucky
Yeah.
bastard.
And
Honestly,
raises his 3 daughters alone.
he raises his $3 alone. Honestly, Isaac, as someone who knows that there's an alarming amount of single dads in this town, it's nice that at least like one of them got it.
Yeah. I can't blame that. Yeah.
But yes, you know Norman as the local dairy farmer with his 3 daughters who lives on the south east side of town.
Is he in the crowd?
No, he's not here.
That is awkward.
Did Sleazy Man like slink away?
He's so sleazy. Look at that rat.
So sleazy.
There he goes.
There he goes.
Where's
You
he
know,
going? I want to
who
know.
He reminds me of
Yeah.
Mr. Detective Abner. Abner Rayfield.
He's like if you combined both the eggs into one person.
Fusion
I
is
feel
just
like
a
that's
team
little
tactic.
Insulting to
To make a
Abner.
weak egg stronger.
He gives me Nick from Left 4 Dead vibes.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh my
It's like a
god.
mix of him and oh god, his name's escaping me. Nicholson.
Yeah.
There he go.
Y'all are welcome to do things as you please.
Son is a mop.
I'm busy working.
Isaac's gonna help promote Hot Topic for a little bit.
All right.
Is the mall the type that has like the little like spots in the center aisle where if they don't have kiosks they have like benches and seats and
Yeah,
things
there's-
for people to
There's probably benches and seats you can sit down on.
yeah, or was the food court-ish over this way, or that's upstairs, right?
I believe the food. Oh God, I don't have a labeled map here.
You know what? You know what? He is not going to even attempt stairs right now. He goes around the corner and he's gonna just make his way to one of those benches.
Mm-hmm.
And he sits down and he leans forward and he puts his head in his hands and just tries to breathe for a minute because he. Ugh. He's having a moment. No, he hasn't screamed and cried, but it's he is internalizing that right now.
I will take that. Thank you. Take mine. I didn't mean to put it in my inventory, but it's there now. It's mine now.
You can just collect them all in your hand.
I will.
It's kind of easier than
Then
trying to discard them. And
I
manage
think
that.
I'm gonna catch them all like Pokemon.
and then you can see what everybody's were.
Mm-hmm. And Isaac, as Douglas finishes interviewing, he kind of passes around you, and he kind of just tisks and looks at you with the look of just like, damn, we didn't get it.
Man. If Isaac didn't know who Norman was, he was gonna say that's the most plant name he's ever heard of.
This shit's rigged.
Mr. Grave, did you see Norman? I haven't seen him.
I'm not seeing him anyway, actually.
Well, that makes a post-winning interview a little difficult, doesn't it?
Didn't you have to be here to put down a ticket?
Someone could put in a ticket for you.
I suppose I did that. He'll look around for like one of his daughters then. Maybe they put in a ticket?
You look around and nope, your daughters are not here.
Not my daughters.
Oh, one of Norman's
Norman's.
daughters.
Yeah. I know mine are here.
You look around and I'm debating if I want to put my first whip token down, but it's only fair.
Child.
Go down. Come on, token. Down. Ah!
Ugh.
There. It's small, so you know it's a child.
Yeah,
We're
like,
gonna We're gonna make her this person.
how old is she?
This daughter, I believe, is 13. Let me
That's not
double
old
check
enough
that.
to put down a ticket, I don't think.
You see, she's there.
Depends on how good Hudson was at enforcing the rules.
Fair.
Ain't that the reason? The true
right,
question.
So Isaac's gonna tap Douglas on the shoulder. Hey, Dougie.
She's 12, by the way.
I don't think it was her, but got one of his daughters over there. Maybe she knows what's up.
He taps your hand with his pencils gently. Thank you for the lead, good sir. And he starts heading in that direction. Pardon me, excuse me. Thank you very much. Douglas with Springsteel News, please, thank you. Bye. Excuse me. As he parts the Red Sea over here.
We've engineered a scenario where Bree has to talk to herself again.
You people are motherfuckers. I want you to know that. Do I have a smaller
What
crowd?
happens when you make 100 NPCs?
Andrea, your arms in the broom or
Oh!
the mop.
It's so good.
Oh my god.
Bruce, at this time you're finishing in lower storage and coming out. You're hearing the hustle and bustle of people starting to walk around and dispersing.
He'll go. He's gonna wonder if maybe one of the people who came in is the person who's been tracking all the mud. So he's gonna come and look for mud that came in, and he can join the rest of the party.
You go talk to Hun. He
Yeah.
might have a follow up on mud.
He gives a nod to Terry. We'll talk to Hun.
All right.
Hey,
You
hey,
missed a
Hun.
raffle.
Did someone win?
Yeah. Hey, who was it? Norman?
Norman, yep.
That's Norman. You got it.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
Mop, mop, mop.
Did you see anyone tracking mud in? I know it's driving us both crazy. I was just wondering if maybe the culprit would be here tonight.
You
He
see,
says that kind of sarcastically with a like, woo.
right?
spooky
Well,
hands.
there's the slow like pan out, and I'm sure there's plenty of muddy sneakers and stuff in the crowd. Not any of the other stuff, but over there is going to be a mess, and I'm kind of waiting for the crowd to disperse so I can get mopping.
Hmm.
Mop, mop.
Hun, that spot is so fucking clean.
Well, he's been kind of doing like a little circuit. He was further down earlier.
A gentle little circuit.
Yeah, he was right here before, so he's up, and he was over here. Now he's over. Oh no, my arm.
And Bruce, kind of gives a little scan of the room, and he definitely spots Isaac, and he's gonna turn around and go back towards maintenance.
Oh no!
Careful of the wet floor.
Thanks.
I'll keep an eye out for more mud. Mop, mop, mop.
Thanks.
I love how it moves. I'm just transfixed. Chomo,
It's very good.
is there anything you're doing?
Because Isaac was helping him promote Hot Topic, he was doing it as well. But once he starts to see the crowd disperse, he's just like, whatever.
He's just like, hot
Like,
topic, fuck it.
Like he did his job. Like he was asked to promote. Nobody came, so he's like, whatever. I can say that I did it.
Well, we'll say one little section of people started going towards the stairs in the direction of the hot topic.
Oh, he's just like, okay. Yeah, as soon as he starts seeing like the majority of the crowd go, he's just gonna be like, whatever. He's not gonna go back right away. He's just gonna people watch.
Ren? You're Ren, right?
Who's? Yeah.
So you look and there's Hudson, equal baby in size.
Yeah, that's me.
Did I hear who won correctly? Like Norman Humphrey, right?
Is who he called, yeah.
He kind of bites his lip a little bit.
What? You can't believe it's not you.
No. Norman didn't put in a ticket.
Wait, what?
He kind of looks nervously in this direction. Well, his... there was an age cap, technically. But I mean, his daughter asked to get a ticket, and I figured it'd be good for them all, and I mean, there was no way she was gonna win.
Kind of shrugs, like, I mean, she didn't win.
You're right.
Yeah, there you go.
You're so right, Ren.
So
You're so right.
It would have been really embarrassing if someone underage and couldn't drive won the car.
And he just slowly starts to drift away with like slightly reinvigorated with nervous energy.
I have an alibi. I have an out.
Remember this, use this.
He looks kind of proud of himself, and then once Hudson goes away, he's just like, ugh. And he'll head over to Isaac.
You come in as Isaac is selling an old man on Hot Topic. What colors I've got? Colors black, red, more black. Oh, do you have blue?
Domo, I got them all set up for you.
Oh, jeez.
Hi, Ren. Isaac here was just telling me about your store and Hot Topic and about the black and the red, but I like blue.
Yeah, we probably got some blue in there.
He purses his lips. Do you have floral patterns?
We have roses sometimes. I don't know. I have to look and see what we have. It depends on what you mean by floral pattern.
Definitely got roses. So many roses.
That's second floor, right?
Yeah. Should be next to his music store.
Right next to Riff Records.
And we're gonna go ahead. Let's just roll for the fun of it. Do you both want to make a control to try and convince William here?
Yes.
Fuck it, why not?
Nope. Yeah!
Hey!
Yeah!
Yeah, as Isaac, you kind of take the more like, yeah, let's do it approach and kind of really step in. It doesn't seem to sell with William as you promise him the exact thing he wants. But Ren, you're talking to him like you don't give a shit if he goes, and by God, now he has to. If the employees don't care, that means there really has to be something good.
It's a hell of a reason to go, man.
That's the right reason. That's why you got a hot topic.
You don't give a shit.
Hot topic. We don't give a shit.
That's the slogan. Well, you know what? I think I'll go get myself a rose shirt then. Boy, how about that?
Yeah, it works for me. We'll see you there.
Bree, may I pick up this bucket? AKA, can you delete the bucket?
Start shuffling. Oh, you want me? Yeah.
I like how your wet floor signs are multiplying.
I will attempt to move your bucket.
There's more wet floor that needs to be marked.
I think I need to dismantle your bucket.
Just destroy the bucket.
No.
Oh, okay. So I was done mopping over there.
You didn't want that over there?
Because I'm done mopping for this
Oh.
area. I was
Well,
going
where
to
do you
move
want
to
it?
a different area.
Where you want to go?
I don't know. I can make a new bucket if you don't want
world
is
to.
your
keep
oyster?
moving the bucket.
I almost deleted you accidentally
Oh,
when trying to
okay.
get rid of your bucket.
I'll start mopping over here.
Okay.
You don't want your bucket? Goodbye.
And
We'll say Bruce has spotted one of those vents with the screws off and is fixing it.
you
Perhaps
begin.
one that a creature would in someone's memory, but
You fixed it, and
Actually, I do
The,
have a question, Bree. As I'm
Mhm.
passing like this little area, what do I
Yeah.
see down this little alley thingy?
So, this little alley is a gap between stores. And it's a kind of a poor piece of architecture, really, because now your nice mall just has a really sketchy dark alleyway that goes nowhere. And someone tried to remedy that, and by someone, you're pretty sure it was maybe Billy.
Mm-hmm.
And what they thought would really make it more inviting and less worrisome is if they put a recycling bin right at the end.
Well, who knows how long that's been recycled, so Hun puts the mop away and time to go down the not spooky out like
I'm just imagining
mall
it's
alley.
dark and then there's like a single light on it at the end.
Yeah, as like a cat going between two like couches, Hun condenses.
It just disappears.
As your hat has to go up a little bit on both sides for you to go in,
It's that skinny.
and you begin to make your way to the recycling receptacle. Now I'm gonna save everyone more pain. Today will go normally.
yay!
The rest of your shifts will go without hitch. If there's anything else you want to do at the mall tonight, you can. But
Yes.
otherwise, we'll go ahead and move forward. All right, what's up?
Pat Toma on the shoulder. You're fucking natural. Think you got the rest of this?
I mean, you did most of that. You just
No, you
guessed.
sold it though. You didn't care what I was saying. Anyways, I'll go check on someone. Be right back.
Yeah. Should probably get back to work.
I just gotta look to see where old Doc went.
It might take a minute to find him. He's gone off to a like less trafficked area of the mall, and it's just on one of the benches, not looking too hot.
I get to the recycling bin.
Very important Hun update.
Well, Terry was watching me the whole way.
Hun.
Yes.
It needs to be emptied.
That means that some
Someone
psychotic
squeezed.
person has wiggled their way down here to throw out their recycling.
How was
That
the
is
how was the
dedication.
floor on my way here?
How was the floor?
How was the floor?
It's a little dusty.
Okay, we'll have to mop here too. What I should have done is just like have the mop like dragging behind me. We'll try to empty this recycling bin as well as I can with the limited space. Since I probably couldn't fit my cart here, like I tried to drop my little cart over there. I had to come
it's
over
just you
with,
and the
like,
recycling bin.
yeah, I had to come over with a garbage bag, so I can swap. So I will change this bin. And curse this bin out because it's been here for how long and I keep forgetting that it exists.
You begin to do so. Isaac, you can find a doctor.
Oh, yeah, so he runs around in the crowd a little bit and then, like, head turns, sees, and, very casually, like he hasn't been looking for you, comes over.
Strolls up.
What's up, Doc? Looking a little under the weather.
Out of character. You know that feeling when you're holding it together, but you're not sure if the next thing is gonna make you lose it or not.
Yeah.
That, like, if somebody says something wrong to me, I'm about to cry.
No!
That kind of feeling. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think enough people over there had apples to keep you away.
Oh god. Actually, that gets him to look up, and it is a pained snort of laughter that comes out of him. Hearing that from your voice, Isaac.
You see, like, a return smirk that something's working. He's doing something here. He's so far from a therapist, but the mood looks a little better. Did I trash the deck again?
Out of character again, he has no idea what that means. Like, deck? What deck? I was working on the deck. The deck is still there, right?
Isaac, the deck isn't there.
The deck's not there.
He doesn't know that. He hasn't
Oh, no,
seen
you-
the house yet.
You have no idea, but yeah, Isaac, God, no, they took the deck, like, last week.
I can just imagine Isaac's walk here today. Like, he went on a normal walk and he saw the boys running off with pieces of the deck.
my
And was like,
God.
oh no.
Chunks of wood. It's like,
Not
oh,
again?
they're at it again. He just shakes his head a little bit. Under the weather. I think I'm getting a migraine.
Oh, that's not good.
Hmm.
That shit sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, here. And he takes off his sunglasses. He hands them over.
Oh no!
These do wonders.
Oh no.
So I've got like 9 other sets at home.
He takes them, and that I'm almost gonna cry feeling that was starting to dissipate kind of just bubbles back up for a second, and you get a choked out thanks, and he's gonna put those on before you can see him kind of tear up a little.
Oh, no problem, man.
Oh.
Anyways, I'm gonna stop making noise at you since your head hurts. Give you a second.
Appreciate it. You don't have to hang around. I just need a minute.
Oh, take a dog.
He nods.
He kind of like jumps back into the group. And continues advertising Hot Topic.
with the makeup now in full view.
Yep.
You check the recycling receptacle, Hun, and it looks like someone has thrown away several, like, copies of maintenance books.
Rude.
It's not wet
What?
then? Like, it doesn't look like any cups of soda have been tossed or anything?
No, it's not wet. Someone may have done you a goof.
He's going to reach in and pick out one of the maintenance books.
You have the maintenance book.
The same kind
It
that
is-
he got however long ago.
Yeah.
He turns over his shoulder, because he's basically like shoulder to shoulder in this alleyway. There's a whole bunch of maintenance books.
Cherry's just folded his arms and is like slightly leaning against one of the walls. It's a very slight lean because of how thin this alley is.
There's no leading.
No one who matters uses that receptacle.
But someone who's got hands on these used it. He's picking
What
them.
are they?
As a
It's a bit far, Harrison. I can't read that.
Yeah, he kind of like held it above his head and like wiggled it around, but then he'll like try to like turn around in the alley and then
Gmod clanking noises.
and he will, yeah, it's still a smooth floor. It's dusty, but it'll still skid. He'll toss the manual so it skids over to Terry.
It's stopped under boot, and he looks down at it. Aren't these ours?
Yeah. Got one of my own, too. Don't remember where I have it, but... Seems we got a whole pile of them.
So it's either being used for storage or someone's irresponsible.
Well, it's in recycling, which means irresponsible. Unless we're getting new ones. Are we getting new ones?
I'm not Neil.
Well, I suppose. I'll have to ask him. Won't throw us out till I know. They're all in the bag already, and it seems the bag's fairly clean, so... He hefts the bag up.
Cherry will kick the book back to you, like slide it back over.
Book added to his inventory, I think.
It's in your inventory. All right, you have a thick book. It can be used as an improvised weapon.
Nice.
The maintenance Bible.
Yeah, thick maintenance Bible. I was gonna do book, but Bible is good.
The maintenance Bible. Yeah, it's one of those thick trainer manuals that no one except like a choice 2% of workers actually read.
Han's probably read it.
Of course you have.
Bruce.
I bet Bruce read it too.
Yeah, I would say Bruce will have read it, or at least been not coerced, it'd be suggested to read it heavily.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
Speaking
when
of-
he found out he was going to get promotions. Like, you should read this.
Speaking of Bruce, there was a knock on maintenance door.
Indeed.
Bruce, you're in your little haven in this mall. Do you dare breach your walls?
I mean, yeah, he'll peek out. Oh, hey, Billy.
Hey, do you have pesticides?
I could check. It's not really groundskeeper type deal, but I mean more of a grounds. You know what I mean.
Just
Finding a Henderson voice a little bit here. I gotta.
He is a tiny
He's
Henderson.
a little baby Henderson.
Henderson has just permeated the rural township.
I believe in the maintenance room you can roll to find any tool. So
Yeah, if you would like to roll.
I think I did a control. Yes. So much pesticide. There's it looks like we have like a whole bunch here that's never been used. Oh, maybe from a couple years ago, wasn't there going to be that big overhaul of all the greenery outside that never happened?
I think so.
Yeah.
We're gonna put 1d10 uses of pesticide in here.
What's the problem? What's up?
Oh, we're just gonna try and start treating the outside as it's coming around to the season in which all the flying fuckers start getting bad.
Okay.
You know, with how many bee boxes and everything they keep, this area becomes... He just breathes and rolls his eyes.
He nods. You haven't seen any, like, pipes leaking or anything, right? Because I've been looking for where that mud's coming in, and I'm just, as long as it's not me, I guess.
Mud?
Yeah. Especially out in the loading dock, a couple times in here.
Oh.
It's just, it's not really wet season right now, so it's a little weird.
Yeah, no, that's, He shrugs. I have no idea about that.
He nods. Okay, I'm gonna keep working on my thing.
He's gonna just walk past you and take one of the pesticides. You have fun, Bruce. You have fun.
Thanks.
Pew!
Pew!
Let's figure out how much pesticide there was. There is now 3 pesticide. All right. Is everyone content with their transactions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
All
bag
right.
of
Yeah.
manuals will be delivered to one of the maintenance areas.
You may return it back, and in time to meet with Bruce upon the mall coming to close, roughly about an hour and a half after the raffle.
Look what I found. He just plops it down. Manual falls out. There's all recycling bin of manuals.
Those, yeah. He looks around trying to see if there's like a spot in here they should be.
There is an area they're usually stored.
You know where I found them?
Where?
In a recycling bin. Down in that little alleyway. If you know which one I'm
Oh.
talking about.
Yeah, from like they mismeasured like 6 feet of. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. Maybe they're getting in new ones because these are from like the 70s or whatever.
Oh no, that's what I thought too. But Tara don't think so.
Well, I would ask we should go ask Mr. Neal, I guess.
Yeah, I think we should. Seems weird.
And as y'all go, and I'm assuming you put the books back.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
they're kind of like, some of them are placed there, but since it is known that someone tries to throw them away, like he'll also split them up.
Maybe we can keep them in the bag, just like set them because the maintenance it's a mess in here anyways.
Yeah, put a bag, shove it.
It's
in the
mostly storage
corner.
with only a tiny little space left for maintenance. So
they don't go back to the same place. They're just left in the. Maybe move to a different bag, a cleaner bag.
Go next to the pesticides.
Yeah, right next to the bed. Yeah, there you go.
So now you have a stack of books and pesticides happily sitting.
He will take one
maintenance?
and put a maintenance manual back in the desk of. Like, there's at least like a desk drawer, right, in maintenance.
Yeah.
So that gets slid back in there.
You wanna go ahead and roll me a d20?
Right where it belongs. Yeah. Normal d20.
Yeah.
13.
All right, you open that up, and inside of the drawer is a can of spray paint. You will have to remove it to make room for the book.
He will remove it.
It is done.
It is done.
Do I remember when we got this? Is it actually ours?
You have no clue.
Oh my goodness.
You have no clue.
I know Terry takes those things from the mall kids sometimes.
Everybody's got his own place you can put them.
Good for marking pipes. I see no reason to throw it out.
I suppose. The spray paint gets moved to a spot on the shelf where it's more accessible.
It lives there now.
Yep.
Are you working the night shift tonight? I'm technically almost done.
No, been here all day.
Ah.
Need to go back. What day is it?
It is Sunday going on Monday.
Okay.
I believe.
I think we said it was Friday.
Oh yeah.
in
Right,
the
we had
original.
we had
the
said
whole
fucking
weekend.
day.
Yeah.
I read you the entire thing in the beginning and then fucking blanked. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. Yes, it's Friday. It is Friday night. Bree forgot.
You said you're almost off.
Yeah. I mean, when the mall closes. I don't know, is he keeping it open later than usual tonight because of the whole car thing?
Don't know. Suppose I should ask Terry. Should ask him. Ask Neil too. But maybe I'll ask him. He'd know.
I'll ask him tomorrow.
Yeah. It's been a long day.
They don't want to make extra work for themselves.
Yeah. They're like,
They sit there like, especially like Han,
wrapped
like
up the projects for today.
yeah, it was like, oh, when it was a newer mall, be on top of things. But right now, I was like, we don't really gotta do that.
Most hallways get walked by like 10 people in a day. It's fine.
Although there was a lot of people out there, and it would need mopping.
Weren't you just mopping there?
Well, I mopped a portion of it. I'd have to wait for them all to leave. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow.
And
Thumbs up.
with that, we zoom out and away from the mall as everyone eventually makes their way out and back home to their respective houses. And oh, did I catch it just in time? No, don't loop. I stopped you. And night falls, and as it almost always does, I don't know if you guys can hear that. I can't hear my own fucking sound,
Rain?
unfortunately.
I hear rain.
Oh, thank God you can hear that.
Yeah.
This is going to be very interesting to GM. I don't know why I can't hear my own sound.
What's your? Did you in your audio and video settings? Do you have the general sound turned down?
Oh! I think I disabled it.
Master
You're so
music
right.
volume level. Yeah.
I'll deal with that later. It's no big deal at the moment. Audio. Oh, no, it's there. Huh. No clue. But rain falls over the town of Hungry Hollow, and everyone begins to make their way back. I'm gonna go ahead and give you some nice little setting here as we look over the town, because I set these up, so I might as well.
Ooh. Yes. The silent tail pending.
Mm.
Yeah, Isaac, you get rained on, bro. In fact, it's often rainy here. If it's not rainy, it's foggy. I think the wet-haired look is a normal one for you. And everyone returns to their homes as the day ends. And it moves on to a much-needed weekend. And what we're going to call Day 0 finishes without a hitch. But meanwhile, somewhere else in town, someone falls to their knees. And from their throat comes a wet, squelching burp, followed by a vomit of thick, yellow-red liquid. And it doesn't just form a puddle. It almost grips the ground.
Whoa.
And forms a small lump. And that's where we're gonna end session.
Ooh. Fun.
Yeah.
Got that intrigue.
Get that in.
Oh, a
I
slug.
love this rainy mood. It's so good.
I like the change because I was sitting here like, oh god, I don't remember everything I did.
Just a little bit different.
Yeah.
The same, but a little different.
You guys would never know. This is the first time you've ever done it.
Oh yeah, this is perfectly normal day. Yeah. How are you doing, Peabody?
Peabody, how you doing?
Hey buddy, how you doing?
Peabody, do you want to roll? You know what? Let's do this for funsies. Let's do this for funsies because you make a really good point that I wasn't even going to get into. This is an addendum. There's a roll you can make. Let me go ahead. I have to look up how these rules work quick. Where is it? Where is it?
Listen to the rain ambiance.
As Bree struggles to find the thing she's looking for. Inky, I might just ask you because I think you might know this.
Yes.
There's a roll you can make, and I'm looking it up right now because I'm trying to find it. Oh, never mind, I just found it. JK.
There are many rolls you could make.
Die of Fate. Angie,
Cool.
roll me 1d6, please.
Okay. That's a 5.
All right. Alistair, it takes you about 2 hours to find your house. And by the time you do, you are soaked. But it sort of looks like your house.
What the fuck happened to the deck?
Your deck is gone. And now we'll end session proper.
The perfect note to end on. I can't believe we've made that canon.
As if waking up from the nightmare isn't insult enough.
Right.
Can I
Insult
this,
to injury.
Cord.
this is you learning the consequence of one of your connections. I gave you the high crime bog boy and he took your deck.
That's one of mine. God damn it.
Amazing.
Your deck is his, old man.
This child. Ugh.
Alright, thank you everyone for coming.
Thanks for
Sorry if it was a little
playing.
bit of a slow start there.
No, it was fantastic. It's a good job.
No, it was good.